they
even with the
present, it's how
Bible,
they
there are
present
so
it.
many books that we don't know about that
Yeah.
like the Bible doesn't
Read the book of Enoch.
I
That'll
did
change your
hear
whole
that is a
perspective.
book of Enoch that talks about a lot of these things that we try to omit.
Look, Enoch was a black man, straight up, no lie. They didn't hide it or shit. He was a brother, and he was so cold that he just walked into heaven. He didn't even die. He just walked into heaven.
He didn't even have to
right? See, that right there takes it from the physical into the spiritual realm, into your energy realms, right? Like the God being, God walking on water, Jesus walking on water. That's the sun at a certain time in the morning. It walks on water because he was the God, son of God. The God is Ra. They go back to Egypt. The sun is Ra. Son of God was Heru. Same, everything about Heru, but you'll probably understand his name as Horus, right? Everything about Horus, Heru, is the exact same story about Jesus. Born on 25th December, immaculate birth. They call him the Lamb of God. I mean, like everything, right? It's not about the people being physical or not. It's about the concept. It's about the understanding of how to be.
True.
How to be. It ain't whether the shit was physical.
And that's how I see the Bible as well. I do.
Yeah.
I see that. I feel like these are examples. Like, I don't think anything is like literal, like you just said. Like, I don't think literally Jesus was like, I'm walking on this water. Like, no. I think it's the example of being able to do so, to be able to catch that attention. Like, it's we take everything literal, proof, bit by bit, this is what happened, but no, this is just showing the power of what could happen and how it would be like if that would happen. So
if everybody lived like Jesus, the world would be great. It would be great, but it would be a fight constantly because he kicked ass. He wasn't as nice as everybody said.
Yeah, he flipped over that whole temple because
he was kicking ass and taking names. He riled up them niggas so bad they killed him. Like you can't do that talking nicely. You can't look. The fact that he said, "God damn it, the only way you're gonna get to God is through me." That pissed a whole lot of people off right there. That pissed a lot of people off today.
People bowing down to him and stuff, and they like, "Who is this man?
Who is this motherfucker?" Right? He ain't nothing. But see, that's the beauty of it. And that's the purpose. If you walk in your purpose, people will do the same thing to you.
You hear me? You know, walk.
So that's how you know it's the concept. It's the principle of it, not physicality of everything. But see, when you live in the physical world, complete lessons. Yeah. Now the Bible got some fucked up lessons in there, though. They got some fucked up shit. It says a lot of weird shit, which is what turns people off. But most of the problems we have, I learned from this brother named Sam. He has a great perspective on the Bible. I had never heard nothing like that. But Sam says and proved it. The problem that everybody have with the version of the Bible we get, the everything that you point out is simply the Catholic Church's version of Christianity. It's not actual Christianity. Right. When you do the research, you can see when they started changing shit. So I was like, oh, okay, I get you, man. I get it. But it's still not physical like that, You got all this stuff happening. You got all the aliens doing their thing or the holograms and shit happening in the sky. And now you got all the Hebrew Israelites outside acting like they seeing chariots and shit in the sky. I'm just at the point. I'm ready for it to happen already.
I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know how to get ready. I don't know.
It ain't nothing to do but be ready, right? I mean, look, think about this. If you really rolling with God, what else is there to worry about? Only time you worry about wrath of God is when you gonna be the one getting it. Other than that, you shouldn't be scared. But that's the whole tie you back into the fear thing. Stop being scared. God will start talking to you directly once you're not afraid no more.
Right.
I know that for a fact because I also know if you walk with the devil, I know what the devil look like.
Oh.
I sat with the devil a lot, actually. Like I had a demon on me a lot of my life. like physically. Like he used to be with me. Sometimes it would look like me, sometimes it wouldn't. Sometimes it'd be big, it'd be small. Sound crazy, but when I ran the streets, that really happened to me. And then I had a time when I left Chicago. Right before I left, I told him I was done, and I got him up off of me. Right, so now I can actually feel when he's trying to fuck with me, when he's trying to get me back. But again, that's what I manifested. My Lord self manifested this physical thing.
And that's a thing. I think a lot of people believe that. Like, I was watching The Story of God with Morgan Freeman. That's a good series as well.
Deep. That's deep. Yeah.
And he was speaking one of the episodes was about, is the devil like something external or is it within? Mm-hmm. And I personally think it's within. And a lot of these, if you watch these scary movies like Mirrors, like that is the way. Like he ain't gonna come. The devil's, and Lucifer too. The devil's not gonna come and like.
Check this out. Do you know your scripture, right? Huh? You know your scripture. Let me ask you this about your scriptures. Mm-hmm. Who is the only person or thing that God never defeats in the Bible? In all scriptures, there's only one thing that does what they want to do, and God don't do shit about it.
Oh, you talking about the devil?
Damn right.
Because I mean, even with the story of Job, literally the devil said, "Let me tempt him." And I said, "You do whatever you want." Nowhere. I bet you he won't turn, and he just let him do it.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, man. See, that's the two selves. The concept of the devil is your temptations that you live with. That's your lower activity. Like the yin yang. That's your. You gotta have one. You can't have one without the other. Mm-hmm. You won't know what good is if you don't know what bad is. Right? But the way they got everybody messed up is that they've established what's good and what's bad. So you don't have your own parameters. You don't live by your own parameters. Because something you think is good, I might think is bad. Mm-hmm. But I always say this, the best way to find out if you're thinking for yourself is to ask yourself, what calendar do you use? How do you count the days of the week and the months? If you're still using the Greco-Roman calendar, you still colonized. So you gotta wake up
by intention. I don't even go that far. I just say what intention behind it. Because you can say, I killed this person to protect myself. And if that was your intention, that's something that's between you and God. Like, I can't tell you it's wrong for committing murder because your intentions was to protect yourself, or your intentions was to protect somebody else.
So if you protect yourself, is it murder? Huh? If you protecting yourself, is it murder?
And in the eye of the law, it is. In the eye of the law.
Well, I would say on the lips of the lawyers is murder. But if I'm defending myself, I might have killed somebody, but I didn't murder them. That's where you come in with the other charges of aggravated assault, stuff like that.
See, that's
manslaughter. It's manslaughter. It's actually manslaughter. So they they make it murder so they can lock you up longer. But you actually get more time for attempted murder and manslaughter and shit like that than you do for actual murder. Because murder is hard to prove. It's really hard to prove you had the intent to kill a motherfucker. That makes it murder, your intent behind it, right?
But and then that's another thing. Like, would murder be seen as good or bad? Because I've heard people say, "Is your reasoning?" I say, at the end of the day, that's still a sin. Like, it is something you shouldn't kill your brothers or sisters. You shouldn't.
If you never got the Bible, if we never got the Bible, will we believe that murdering somebody was bad?
I think so.
I don't think so, because kill if you think about
animals don't kill each other. Like, they don't kill people within themselves, like your brothers and sisters.
They kill to eat, right? But they do kill each other. Lions fight all the time to take over who running a certain pride, shit like that. The males always fight.
So you just saying sometimes killings just happen. It's just the order of life.
That's how you regulate population, by killing shit. You got to think about it. We are sensitive to killing now, but if you look at the ancient times, it was all about taking over.
Even with the Cowboys, you literally go in a shootout. Whoever
everybody ended their problems with somebody dying all throughout history, except for right now. Right? It's only now that it was really bad. Only up until we picked up Christianity did it become a thing to kill a motherfucker, you know, as like just a bad thing, right? Like, you know, you shouldn't do it type of shit. But until you pick up those commandments of thou shalt not anything,
and my pastor preached that. Like, we only know those 10, but it's about 600 or something of them.
It's way more than that. Yeah,
in the Bible.
But see, the best way you get them, the best way you get the commandments of God is go and get the 42 negative confessions of my yacht. That's your beginning laws of man right there. All your 10 commandments and everything the Bible say is right in those confessions of my yacht. Because my yacht was the law of the land, right? The whole land. I mean the planet. Because at one time, so knowledge always is centered in one spot. The high sciences are always centered in one place, right? That's why they fight over who got the educational hub today, right? It's always centered in one place. And for majority of time, it was centered in Egypt. That was where you went to school at. That's where everybody came to go learn how to fucking think and be, right? Mm-hmm. All the Greek philosophers, they all tell you that they spent 15 to 30 years sitting at the feet of the masters in Egypt to learn the sciences. But then when they went back to their culture, once they took over, then they said these niggas came up with it, when that's an absolute lie. You know, so, but if you get the right books, you get things like Stolen Legacy, get that kind of book. You get Golden Age of the Moors, edited by Ivan von Sertima. You get Golden Trade of the Moors. You get Moors in Spain. You get all of Ivan von Sertima books. They Came Before Columbus, Runoko Rashidi's books, you know, that kind of stuff. You get that, you'll really know history. You get all of Dr. Ben's books. You get Destruction of Black Civilization by Chancellor Williams. Get that. These things explain to you exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? And then just reread the Bible for yourself.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, you're going to my like final question, because I do know we want to wrap things up. And that's my question to you, is like, what advice do you have to this generation or like our people?
Read, study, question everything, and always find at least 3 sources for whatever answer you feel like is truth, is real. Yeah. Find at least 3 sources for it, and then check them sources, right? So never just take it because somebody said it. Always do your own research, study a lot, humble yourself, live by the love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and everybody will be good.
I like that. Okay. Yeah. Do you have any final questions for me or anything?
No, it's been a blessing. I appreciate you, man. I hope I made some sense to somebody, you know, and I hope you don't get too much hate for the shit I said in your comments, you know. Just direct them to me. They can come see me. I'm Chi-Town's Finest 90 on Instagram. Come holler.
Well, thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Make sure you are checking in with Kiwanis. If you have any more questions and things of that nature, put them in the comments. We could talk more about it. Feel free to comment, like, share as you wish. Make sure you follow me on social media at Sippin' with Ye. That's Sippin' No G-Y-E. Tune in. If you have any questions that you would like me to talk about for a shot of wisdom for next time, please do so. My shot of wisdom of the day is read a book, do your research, because I like that from Kiwanis. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say that's my shot of wisdom of the day. Do your own research, bring your own receipts to the argument. Anyway, go forward, share love, share light, and don't ask what's in my cup.